feat that has not happened in 62 years. Curt is on this week's Sports Illustrated magazine, and Curt, we went out and we have 15 copies of Sports Illustrated for you to sign, and we will be giving those out as prizes on the 19th for some of you lucky students. Those were not easy to come by. He's been making numerous appearances, and after the letter that was only fitting that you want to come to Thomas, we know that. So he's going across the country, and we are just thrilled he's here today. His message is called Find Your Own Personal Success. Let's welcome Nebraska's own Curt.
All right. I've used this kind of mic for quite a while before, so. All right. How many of you are excited that I came today? Okay. The next question is, how many of you are excited just because you got to get out of class for them? Okay, I figured that was the real reason. No, it's great to be here. I grew up in Shelby, Nebraska. How many of you know where Shelby is? Probably do, yeah. Go up to Highway 92 and head west about an hour or a little more. Our graduating class is 25 kids in high school. That's what I graduated with. Between Mr. Holke and I, we've met 10% of my graduating class. So I grew up in a pretty small school. And growing up, I played football, I played basketball, ran track, and in the summer I played baseball, and I love sports. I love being outdoors. But more than anything, when I was growing up, I wanted to play football for Big Red. I wanted to play football for Lincoln. And when I was a senior in high school, though, I broke my collarbone. You feel your collarbone? You guys know that is between your shoulder and your sternum? That bone you can kind of feel right there. I broke that in a football game. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to play college football. When I was in high school, funny little story, I got a letter from Tom. I got 2 letters from Tom Osborne, kind of recruiting. The first letter, when I was a junior, said, seen your stats, on the paper, looks kind of impressive, maybe you might be interested in having you walk on for a football program. Second letter I got from him was him announcing his retirement. Those were 2 letters that I kept from Tom Osborne. But I was fortunate enough to be able to go to Nebraska on a full-ride academic scholarship, which means I didn't go because I was going to play football, I went because I was hopefully going to get an education. And I had good grades in high school, and so I said, come to Nebraska, we'll pay for all your schooling. And if you get a full-ride academic scholarship to the school, Mom and Dad say that's where you're going. So I went to the University of Nebraska. I had to try out for the football team because they didn't ask me to come play initially. January of 2000, on January 15th, they had a tryout game. And I walked into the Curt Pavilion, and there's 120 other kids. And everybody wanted to make a football team. Everybody had the same goal that I did. So we started out, they had us run some tests. We had to do some weightlifting and things like that. I was one of 3 people that they kept in the football team. Not a lot of people. A lot of people had to go home broken hearted. But I was pretty lucky. I started the team as scout team running back, which means I am below the walk-on level. They used me and abused me so much. I got the crap beat out every day. Starting defense has to go against the scout team offense every day. Scout team offense runs the opponent's plays so that the starting defense knows what they're going to face that coming weekend in the game. So I had a pretty tough job, but I stuck with it. I got picked up and thrown into the ground I don't know how many times. And every time I could get up off the ground and do it again. And it was hard. I wasn't getting a lot of playing time. And in fact, my offensive stats as a running back, I got 1 carry for 2 yards. That was it my whole career on offense. I did switch to defense later on, though, and got a lot more playing time as a linebacker, but more so on special teams, kickoff teams, punt teams. And that's when it was really a lot of fun. The hard work started to pay off. But I knew I wasn't going to go to the NFL. My college career just wasn't pointing me in that direction. So I kind of thought about what can I gain from playing football in Nebraska that I can use for the rest of my life. It's not going to be a multi-million-dollar contract from an NFL team. I grew up being a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and this wasn't going to happen. The thing I'm taking away from playing football in Nebraska is the relationship. Man, some of my best friends are other players on that team. Guys that weren't going to go to the NFL, guys that are going to be, financial advisors or teachers or, some other career where playing football in Nebraska is going to help them, just not athletically. And it's actually one of the coaches that got me the bobsled? First of all, I'm asking, how many of you watched the bobsled race on TV last week? Awesome. Very cool. Because I don't think anybody had ever heard of bobsled before I